Live? Right? Yes, I am. Hi, how are you? Okay, got it online chat. There we go. How was everyone's weekend? Good, I hope. Mine was busy. I'm so tired. I worked my ass off this weekend. I was supposed to have the next 2 days off, but I'm scheduled Tuesday, and someone asked me if I would switch with them and work for them tomorrow. So now I'm working the next 2 days instead of having them off. But then I have 2 days off, so yay. All right. I'm trying to clean my glasses real quick. And who do we have here? Hi. Hey. Oh, gee. Oh, hey, Reagan. Hey, Megan. Hey, Lily. Hey, Aaron. What time? Were you asked what time I'm starting? No. Hey, Autistic Show. Hi, Steffi. Hey, Pinky Star. Courtney. Lisa, just Lisa. Hey, Sue Elliott. Hey, Live Life Whimsically. Estella. Did I miss anyone up here? Because it skipped on me again. Hey, Sunny D. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, April. Hey, Carmen Kid 101. What's up? Yeah, I was hanging out over in Flava's stream there for a little while. I was going to stream earlier, but then I kind of got stuck listening to her. I was like, maybe I won't stream. I don't know. We'll see. But then she just suddenly ended. I was like, okay, I guess I'll stream. I did too. I flew home on Friday and went to work. It sucks. I wasn't really. Wait, are you talking Live Life Whimsically? I'm assuming you're talking about Flava's chat. By chat, I mean, I don't guess. Oh, wait. See, I'm thinking you mean the live chat, but now that I think about it, you probably mean like the panel chat. Hey, Flava. Oh, I was curling my hair though. I honestly, I just finished curling my hair when you ended. I might have clicked the link. I don't know, but I mean, I saw you've been streaming for a while. I don't know. I would have figured you probably were looking to get, take a break. Cause like I cooked for 2 hours and like, I'm ready for a break. Unless like we're into something like really, really big or important. Like I'm doing like one of my important streams, I'll call them. Then yeah, I can go for fucking hours. I didn't see the whole thing though. I only caught like from a couple minutes before I said my little comment there about because I heard people giving Michelle shit for doing or smoking or whatever, buying pot or whatever. I'm like, I've been breaking the law every day with mushrooms. I like mushrooms, which they may be kicking in soon. I don't know. I don't have to work until tomorrow night, so. Oh, man. So, okay. Now, I have not stayed up on much of anything. From what I've seen, what people sent me and everything about Katie, she's pretty much just been going on about her Yule log or something and something about a tree and fuck it, whatever. She's still going on with Teal Swan, which I can't remember her ever writing about Teal Swan. Like she might have mentioned her in a post, but I can't recall her ever voting an entire post to her or anything. And conveniently, she says that she removed these posts because of like cease and desist letters. But come on now, sis. And like I know a lot of people who did write about her. Tried to pretty much alert the masses or whatever about this woman. I remember her when she was just starting out on her YouTube channel. Like it was shitty production, just a white backdrop and like a shitty camera, like a phone camera or something, nothing else. No ring light even probably. It was just really poor quality and her showmanship was definitely lacking. I don't think many people really expected her to attract viewers or to get any better at it, but apparently she has. So fuck me. Oh, Suzanne called bullshit on Teal Swan. Yeah, it probably is bullshit. It wouldn't surprise me because I can't imagine Katie ever admitting if if it was true or and wasn't specifically being said to work in her favor. I can't imagine her admitting defeat like that, admitting to I don't know, cowering to someone's cease and desist letters they sent her, and cowering like without a looming lawsuit or threat of a looming lawsuit. Like she just did it proactively almost. Like I can't imagine that. Who is Teal Swan? Teal Swan is a charlatan. She's made she's more or less kind of a charlatan in the psychiatric kind of community, not so much like the vaccine community or the medical community, but more or less in the mental health community, I should say. I don't know, she can be dangerous. I think she can be. She does speak from a place of authority, and she touts herself as being some sort of authority on all things mental health related or psychology related, and she's not. She's just flat out not. And like when I was reading about her, I think it was maybe the last stream I did or the one before, and I was reading from the Wikipedia page regarding her, and there's this one thing that she's known for that has a lot of people's attention is that when it comes to things like someone possibly wanting to unalive themselves, she encourages the person to almost seriously consider that. And I get why she does that. Like I can see it working. Like I think I play these head games with myself, but not over that so much, but over anything. Just like if I fear something or whatever, if something's just like a drastic step or something, I normalize it in my head by thinking about it. And so it's going to happen, or I'm going to do it, or whatever, and it normalizes it, and it becomes less of an possibility, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but it makes sense. I get it. However, you don't know that it's going to make sense in someone's head. You don't know if the person you're talking to is going to be the person who makes sense of that, or someone who's going to run with it and go and take the shit literally and unalive themselves. You don't know that. Like trained psychiatrists and psychologists aren't going to know this either. It's a risky fucking move for a professional. It's a negligent and reckless move for not a professional. So that's the whole thing there. You can't advise people to do that. If someone goes to you, whether you're a wannabe authority on matters or not, or you are an authority on matters, you don't tell the person, oh, so you're thinking of unaliving yourself. Oh, let's seriously consider that. You don't fucking say that. You just don't. So yeah, no, she's definitely not qualified. I guess she was born and raised something to do with the Mormons or the Latter-day Saints. I don't know. Some religious sect similar to that, if not that. And so she kind of grew up around those kind of circles. I don't know the details on it or whatever, but so yeah, I don't know. Hey, thank you so much for the super chat. Live life whimsically. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you. Thank you. Awesome. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Weed is legal here, and why I may not make sense late night. I think I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm under the impression that mushrooms, though not legal, are not quite illegal either. Like it depends on I guess like what form they're in, like are they dry or not, what you're storing them in, how much of them you have. But like, like I don't know. Which I really think the shit like that really should be decriminalized. Like, has there ever really been someone who needed to go to rehab or something over mushrooms? Like, really? Watch, I'll be the first. Hey, I'll never heard of that person listening. Well, here I can do a quick read down on her. Katie Joy's been fucking going down this rabbit hole with her. The thing is not even a lot of people really care about her. She has amassed quite the following online, and I say that take that in context. I don't mean that like compared to other people, she's amassed quite the following. I mean that compared to what she had in the beginning and how quickly she has what she has now, it is quite the following. Like there's some people like in the vaccine community or the anti-vax community. Like there's this one known anti-vaxxer there in Ohio, Kate Titje or TG. I don't know how to pronounce the last names, TIE, TJE or something. But science, no wait, who was it? The Science Babe, I think. No, the Sci Babe. That's right. She wrote about her years ago, and she summed her up, Kate. She summed up Kate very well, and she said Kate would be the most dangerous mommy blogger on the entire internet had she had a bigger following. Well, now she has that bigger following, so she's pretty dangerous. I wouldn't quite call Teal Swan Kate dangerous. I put her down a little bit lower than that. But I don't know. I definitely put her probably more, I don't know, about as dangerous as Larry Cook, I guess. I think. All right, so what am I doing? Okay. All right, so there you go, Wikipedia. So, okay, Teal Swan, born, whatever, is an American spiritual influencer and author. A number of publications, including E! Online, The Guardian, and BBC, noted that some of Swan's teaching methods on how to manage mental health issues have been found controversial by her critics, which Swan and her support deny. Swan and her teachings are the subject of documentaries and podcasts. Early life, she was born in Santa Fe, was raised in Utah. She has described interactions with the mental health profession in childhood. In her early childhood, she received therapy from Barbara Snow. I looked up what's the big deal, Barbara Snow. She's a practicing therapist based out of Salt Lake City. She was a central figure in the satanic ritual abuse moral panic in Utah in the late 1980s and early 90s. Oh, that's interesting. That's fucking interesting. So she's in like typical gore circles there. Fucking crazy. She's apparently released some books. She held her first event, whatever the fuck that is. In the video, Swan urges those who are feeling like unaliving themselves to seek medical help, but goes on to say that in her experience, for some people, this may not help long term. She instead suggests that the act of unaliving oneself be seen as, quote, our safety net, or our reset button that's always available to us. She argues that viewing it this way enables people to set that idea aside. And that makes sense to me, because it's shit like that I'm doing in my head to whatever, manipulate my own thinking. So I get that. But you don't know who's going to do that, who's capable of doing that, who's incapable of doing that. You don't know who's going to do that, who's going to go the other way with it. That's why it's just something it's a risk not worth taking. It's just not. Said concentrate on what they can do to make themselves feel better in the present. This one here. I just started watching this last night, or listening to it rather. In May 2022, Freeform released a 4-part docuseries on Swan called The Deep End. The producers of the documentary followed Swan for 3 years, detailing the rules placed on her inner circle and insinuating controlling and manipulative behavior. Swan disputes her characterization in the documentary, citing deceptive practices by the filmmakers. She's a mother, and it's about it. So yeah, she has a YouTube channel, I believe. it's still up. That's where I first came across her years ago, like probably like 2018 maybe. Yeah, because someone was sharing her YouTube videos. I forget what it was about. I want to say it wasn't about vaccines, it was about some other suicide shit. I don't think it was turpentine. Maybe it was turpentine. I don't know. Something along that lines. That or urine therapy or some fucked up shit. But yeah, that's when I first came across her. And then she was talking about vaccines, I think. I don't know. It was a long time ago. But like I said, the video quality was shitty. Was really shitty. Like my first videos were better, and mine were horrible. And her appeal, like her likability, was not there. It was non-existent. And I don't know. I think people are just like, yeah, okay, she can barely attract a fucking fly, but apparently she's attracted quite a bit now. I don't know. See chat. I had infiltrated her group and jumped out not long after because, in my opinion, as an unalive survivor, that group was toxic. So many people needing help and instead getting dangerous advice. Exactly. Hey, Little Red, y'all. What's up? How have you been? How have you been? Seriously, I haven't seen you in a while. I don't think cannabis should be legal because I use it. Well, I think mushrooms should be legal because I use them. Oh, I think I know what you're saying. See, I don't use cannabis. I can't stand pot. I wish I liked it. Every I don't know, once a year, once every year, once in a while, I'll try it, hoping that it's just one of those things with me that I just had to, I don't know, reach a certain age or mentality or whatever to finally appreciate. But every time it's not the case. But everyone looks so happy on it all the time. And I wish I did. I wish I liked it. But I think it should be legal, even though I don't use it. I think all drugs should be decriminalized, really. Teal Swan is also on the Mormon Series podcast, Profiling Evil channel. Mike was part of breaking the satanic sex cult up. Okay. KJ has me blocked everywhere but YouTube. Yeah. She's got me blocked on Facebook now. That's fucking annoying. It's like really annoying. Because now I have to sign into a different Facebook. It's whatever. Like out of all the shit that she's said about me or posted about me or lied about me about, like nothing's really fucking upset me. Nothing's really got to me. Well, trying to accuse me of being involved with someone or whatever who's potentially manufactured CP. Yeah, okay, that pissed me off. But everything else, like calling me out or which she would call calling me out, I call just making a fool of herself, but calling me out on Twitter. None of that has pissed me off. None of it. But blocking me on Facebook is fucking annoying me. Like that's a hill I will die on, damn it. I fucking will. Oh, good. I'm good. I'm glad you're good, Little Red. So, all right. So yeah, that was Teal Swan. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this up to the chat. We're gonna do a poll here. Okay. So, would you rather I or we or whatever, if someone wants to join me, whatever, react to a recent nonsense stream or catch up on shit. So, okay. So, nonsense Katie posts and shit. Okay, here we go. Because I was starting to listen to, I forget which stream it is, but it's on my history of nonsense. Boy, it was pissing me off. It was fucking pissing me off. I had to turn it off. I think I had it on because I was going to drift off to sleep. I figured just listen, catch up on some things or whatever. Gets, just see what happened. What did I miss that happened? But instead, I found myself angry, so I should turn it off, put something else on. I just unblocked a bunch on Twitter. I want all to see my shit. That's a big reason why I don't block. Because, yeah, I mean, I don't know. If I'm putting something out there, it's because I want people to see it. And more often than not, if I'm putting something out there, it's because I want certain people to see it. And a lot of times those certain people are going to be people who might normally be blocked by other people. So, yeah, I want them to see my shit. I want them to see my shit. Oh, no, Katie didn't get me on Facebook. Katie banned me on Facebook. I don't think she got banned on Facebook. I don't know. I haven't looked at it today. I don't know if I have that account's password saved in here. Hey, all. Member for 20 months. Holy shit, Sassy Nas. That's a long time. Hello, all. Hi. Thank you. Thank you for supporting this channel for 20 months. Thank you. Which one? The last one or the one that I kept calling her out on? I have a screen recording. I just don't have the sounds. First time screen recordings. Oh, no. Yeah, the Mac is a bitch with that. I had to download, what was it? What the fuck was it? I had to download something to catch the sound. It's considered, like, this is not computer sound. I forget what they call it, but, where is it? What did I have to download? I thought it was in here. Was it the MIDI? Was it that? I think it was. Yeah, it was the MIDI. I think. It was a, I don't know, I don't know what I'd call it, just an application, I guess. But I don't even know what it does. I'll be honest with you. It says audio MIDI setup. That was for the screen recordings, and I had it working for me in OBS, but then it stopped working, and I haven't got it to work right again. I thought it was something that came with it, though, to something. It's gonna drive me nuts. I want it because they worked good until they stopped working, of course. But and I'm not showing the other one. Displays. If I go into sound. Oh no, wait! It should pop up right here under my headphones. Okay, multi-output device and black hole 2CH. That's what I had to download. The MIDI though is I think that's the multi-output device, and that works with the black hole 2CH. But maybe you don't need them both for screen recording, but you do need them both for OBS. But I ended up, like I said, though, they stopped working for me, so then I switched to what I switched to for OBS. I'm still trying to get it to work right though. Cast. So I don't understand the audio shit at all. Like the video stuff, I understand a lot more than I do the audio. And the editing, I grasped pretty well, I think, but just sound eludes me. I don't know. Fuck it. All right, so let's see here. Let's see the poll. Okay, nonsense wins. Nonsense wins. Cool. I I'd rather do that anyways. I mean, I definitely would probably rather talk about Katie if she was, doing her Katie shit, but she's boring lately, so fuck it. Which is probably a good thing, but still boring. Okay, history. So, which one was it that I was watching? I think it was history lessons are important, probably, unless that was an older one. I think that was it. Let me pull it up. Come on. There we go. I thought it was a different one though, because it wasn't. This says it was uploaded or streamed live on the 26th, which was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, and I thought it was Thursday or Friday night. Because I want to say she had people up on panel too. No, that's it. Okay. It was I'm sorry, my bad. It was, I've got questions, Molly. Let's chat. It was that one. All right. So. All right. Let me check chat real quick here. We're going to end the poll for now. At least I learned how to share video. Oh my God. I don't know, like if you watched my channel or anything, like way back when I started, but Tina and I tried for the longest time to figure it out. We started so many streams where it was just for like a half an hour. It's just us. Hey guys, can you hear us? Can you hear us? Hey, can you see that? Can you hear? And it never worked. It never worked. It took us like probably a month and a half to finally find some streaming software that did everything we wanted it to do, and easily enough for a couple of ignorant fucks like us to figure it out. And it was StreamYard, obviously. So, but yeah, it took us so long. So long. That's funny. As a stream you comment on? Okay. I hope you enjoyed having your ween horn for the weekend. I don't know what that is. Ween horn. I don't know what that is. I'm very happy to see my weekend's over though. I was so busy. Like, it was so fun. Oh my God, that place was so busy. Okay. Damn, it's loud. Oh fuck! I can't stand her
because
freaking
I have
intro.
looked high and low through streams. Again, I have thousands of screen recordings, and not once have I seen legit receipts. We've seen flashes at the computer with a court order with no court number. We've seen Letitia post an amount way back in the beginning of this, but Molly made it sound like all of the receipts have been put out there and they were posted. Yeah, Sheree, I got like, it's so much. It's
you don't
so
have
much.
a right to see
I didn't
them.
even know I had it because I just set my iPad up and I figured it would time off. When I realized she was still live and the thing was saving, I was like, oh, I got that much of it. I didn't even have a clue. And like I said, I've only gotten through a small portion of it. But I also have Justin's live from that night too. And that I do have uploaded. It's not edited or anything, but I have the full thing pretty much loaded to YouTube that we can go over to, because I've got a question. Pebbles, it seems to be that I can't find it. Like when we say that there's receipts, she's saying that we've accused her of all these things and she's been put out here and all of this stuff, and you know, she can't understand it and we won't let it go, basically, kind of thing. And then she keeps bringing up over and over again that she posted the receipts. I can't find that. Can anybody help me? That's okay. So the consensus is the same as me. I have not seen these receipts, and I'm sure most of you. Okay, that's what I thought too. Cherie, that's why I just set stuff up. Like I will set my device up, so I record. You know, usually try to get them too, because in the midst of these streams, and that's
Jesus, just because I like to try and be fair, or at least make an attempt to be, you know, as neutral or whatever as possible. I'm going to say this, that I don't really care who you are or whatever, what channel you are. This goes for myself too. If you're going to sit there and point to something as proof, you know, that supports something you're saying, then you should pull it up. You should be able to point directly to it and not, oh yeah, it's over there, go find it. Like, you know, so if she posted receipts, you know, then while you're saying you posted receipts way back when or whatever, maybe pull them up while you're saying that, you know. That's just, I mean, I don't know, because if you don't, it just seems, even if you don't mean it to be kind of shady or whatever, it's going to come across that way, whether you mean it that way or not. My opinion.
That's why people keep saying, you know, she's not talking about it anymore. She hasn't been talking about it. She's talked about it daily. Every day she goes live, she brings up this story in some way, shape, or form. She doesn't.
Maybe she does. I don't know. I haven't watched all of her lives. Lives. Shrooms are kicking in. I haven't watched all of her lives, especially not lately. So I don't know. Maybe she says that, or maybe she tries to find, or she finds a way to work it in. I don't know. However, I'm going to say though that nobody's really talking about it anymore. Why should Molly be any different? So if she's not really talking about it anymore, then it's not because she's trying to avoid having to answer for, you know, to you guys for your fucking questions. She don't have to answer shit. And she knows that. She don't care. That's all there is. It's just, there's not much more to talk about. And, you know, and I don't know, maybe she, like other people, just feel like it's time to move on. It's without, you know, in the absence of any new information or any updates, it's time to just move on. Well, I think most of us have come to that conclusion. Obviously not all.
Does not and has not stopped talking about this story. People keep saying, oh, she's moved on. Why aren't you moving on? I'm not moving on because, again, she says that there's all these receipts, that all of this has already been shown. Where? We can't see hidden things or things that don't exist. Yeah, Navy, it was bad. I even quit before I didn't realize she was still going, and it just continued. Yeah, and did you guys catch Justin's live from the night before? Did anybody catch that?
I did.
Where he was talking some smack? Rhett's mom, that is very true. If you say it long enough, you believe it. I would play the clip, but Kool-Aid's down. Kool-Aid is down, and I don't follow that other channel. I don't even know who she is. And again, it's not about
who's she talking about.
The panel.
Penelope?
Thank you. How can we, you know, like, if you're going to keep bringing it up and keep telling misinformation over and over again, we're going to continue to tell you that that's bullshit. Bring us the receipts. You claim to all of these random channels that they don't even have anything to do with this, to my understanding. I don't know if they've covered it in the past or not.
See, I'm looking at the chat here too. Like, right here in the panel. How can you move on when you're still looking for answers? What fucking answers do you need? What do you think? What, fucking move on. I mean, these people involved have tried so fucking hard to have criminal, I don't know, consequences come about for Letitia, for Molly. And nothing's happening because even the authorities are like, fucking, what do you want us to do? What, fucking arrest people because you guys want to be Karens? Or, you know, what the fuck? This is what it's looking like. This is what's going on. No one fucking cares. The authorities don't care. No laws were broken. Sure, you can argue all you want that, well, it's just wrong. Sure, okay, maybe it is. I'm sure to some people's sense of morality, it is fucking wrong. It obviously is to yours. But not everyone subscribes to the same fucking set of morals and to the same degree of the morals as you do. So it just, I don't know. It's annoying.
You provided all these receipts and we still won't let it go. Bring us the receipts. Hey, D. It's interesting to me, but let's look at something else. And then somebody else, she brought some people on her panel the other night. And again, I don't know. This has nothing to do with them. This is to do with her. But she also told us that Goose was away. And I've been telling you guys all along. Yeah. Shark bait. This one was really even. That's why I recorded it for all of you guys. Okay. I've got that. We can watch it. We can watch it if you guys want and react to it because there's a lot there. We can start with Justin's because that was right before Molly's, if you guys want to. But there's some stuff that they say in there that it's completely off the wall. Receipts according to Molly, flash phone at screen. Say you have them, expect people to trust you, and just keep saying it so people will believe they possibly missed it. That's what I think she's doing. Like, so I'm out here asking, wide, here we are. Anybody see these receipts? Can you please bring them to somebody so we can see these? Because she's claiming that they're out there. Where the fuck are they? It shouldn't be that hard. If there's receipts that would shut this down, show them so we can move on, Molly. Seems to me.
See, they won't move on. If you show them exactly what it is they're looking for, they're just going to move the goalposts because they have so much invested in this and they are so personally invested in this. Like it's affecting their mood, you know? So they're not going to move on when you give them what it is you're looking for, unless, and even if you were to give them proof that they were right and that everyone involved is actually a fucking scammer, then they're just going to go on and on about that for God knows how long. So no one's going to move on with receipts. Let's be honest here. What will eventually though make them move on is to not entertain them anymore and their ridiculous requests or demands, however you want to word it. That's about the only thing that's going to kind of just force them to move on because it's going to be a dead subject if nobody else is participating.
To me, like you're refusing to show the receipts or anything and be honest about stuff because you don't want to move on. Oh, thank you, Daniel. Thank you. I don't find most of these, or a lot of them are sent to me. Actually, the one that was sent to me yesterday was from one of my real life best friends. And at first I thought she was like, this is probably you. But then I was like, oh, instantly when I saw it, I'm like, oh my God, do you realize who that looks like? And she goes, yes. And I was like, oh, this is hysterical.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, I put all sorts of crap in there. Yeah, Kool-Aid is. I feel bad for Kool-Aid. Yep, curious, I agree. Hey, Denise. Okay, I got a question. Let's play this clip. Goose, they said you went away, right after you were advocating for Letitia, you had stuff happen. And again, I'm sorry about your family issues and things like that. But
no, you're not.
They've been saying that you were busy and that's why you just kind of disappeared.
Am I muted?
Well, in reality, that's not the case either. Goose has been around and I've been saying this. She's never left. She's just under a different alt. She's in certain comment sections. But Molly brought her up again yesterday. So I just want you guys to understand when I'm telling you guys that she's still around, I'm not just pulling this shit out of my ass. Listen to Molly's own statements. She tells you herself these things. Let's hear what she said. And there's two people again that are on panel with her. I'm not going to play this one because I haven't edited it out yet. But I've the clip that you guys are going to hear the audio from, and that's the most important part. There's a person on panel beside her, BSJ, again, here nor there. And then somebody had called in to ask her questions. I think the guy's name is Rap, if that's the voice I'm hearing. But pay attention to Molly's statements. That's what we're looking for in this one. Oh, hold on. I got to turn my volume on.
I'll tap on my thing. Maybe make it happen.
Why did you get so triggered that that my friend went down there as a clown? I didn't send the clown there.
Oh, I didn't get a well, why did I get so triggered?
Okay.
Because I love children, I love babies, and this child died.
Well, yeah, of course, but you guys were, in my opinion, harassing.
I don't harass anybody.
Did you see the video of the neighbors, the interview, and they?
Right.
I don't give I didn't because I don't give a fuck about them.
Okay. So
I don't watch shit. I only get what Goose sends to me. Whatever she thinks I need to see, that's what I click on. Listen, I am here for the victims.
Wait, what did you just say? Oh, wait, I thought Goose was gone.
So
I don't watch shit.
Well,
I only get what Goose sends to me. Whatever.
that doesn't mean Goose is involved in any of this drama. It just means that Goose is following this crime story and was sending that to me, because that's what they're talking about there. They're talking, the dude's asking them about some interview with the neighbors. I think that's what he was talking about. That's what it sounded like to me. And she's like, no, I didn't watch it. I don't give a fuck about that. I mean, I watch whatever Goose sends me. They're talking about this specific crime or this situation, how I don't know what it was exactly to really describe it properly, but situation we'll call it. So they had nothing to do with YouTube drama. Why the fuck?
Whatever she thinks I need to see, that's what I click on. Listen, I am here for the victims, not for the bad people. And I just need you to
Goose, where'd you go? Why aren't you advocating for the family anymore? You're still around. Nothing has changed. Again, y'all know.
Wait, advocating for what family? What is she? They're talking about this other situation. I mean, I'm assuming they're talking about the situation in Georgia and not the Marvin, nothing to do with Marvin, but has to do with the child who's missing or whatever. That's what they're talking about, right? So what is Goose, who's she supposed to be advocating for exactly? It's like, oh, we heard her name, therefore she's still around. Oh, we thought you left, Goose. No, you're still here. Molly said your name. Like, that's what you're fucking reacting to.
Well, nothing has changed in this story from the moment we started. Nothing has changed. We started covering this in July because there was issues. There was major issues. There was people asking questions. There was people that had donated that needed or wanted refunds, that had asked for refunds. They stated refunds would be given. Letitia stated it. We've got the clips of it. They're in videos. Molly said, okay. She agreed to give refunds to these people. Then they claimed Goose. We've done a whole live where Goose claimed that all of this money was refunded.
If you're going to hold Letitia to her word when she was pressured and just said just to be done with it, I'll fucking refund all the money, basically. Well, then why can't Letitia hold you all to your word when you donated money, not under the assumption or the agreement that you would have say in where that money went or seen proof of where that money went? Because you gave money without needing any of those promises, those guarantees, whatever it is you want to call it. You gave money not under those pretenses, but just over, here's money because we know you need it because you got some shit going on. Here you go. Under those pretenses. Why can't she then hold you guys to that fucking agreement? Like, if you're going to hold her to something she said in haste, or in my opinion, it's in haste. Letitia hasn't called it that or anything like that. I'm not sure why she said it. She and I have never talked, but it sounds to me like she said it in fucking haste just to shut everyone up because she was feeling pressured. And I get that. I can relate to that. I understand. So why is she expected to be held to her word there, but she cannot? She has no right to hold everyone else to their word while they donated.
Her and Letitia were working through it, and Letitia was the one being scammed, and we would all look silly, and they would provide the proof. That was back in August. We're in November. I don't know about you, but that's a couple months in my world, and we still haven't seen anything. And then here they go, when somebody gets called out.
I'm looking at the chat here, and someone said, hasn't Unirock stated many, many times that this was going to be over when he shows his receipt? Yeah. Nonsense is so aggravating. She seems to stay mad. Life is too short. Her name is appropriate. I thought I saw it. Uni keeps milking it. Yeah. And see, that's the thing. I don't think Unirock is going to be milking it for much longer, though, because I looked at his views earlier. Now, when he first started talking about this, he was getting incredible fucking view counts, especially compared to what he was used to. They're fastly dwindling right back down again. Like he's lucky if he fucking breaks 1,000 now. Yeah, sure. After long enough time or whatever, his views for a stream will get up to maybe over 1,000, but they don't really break 2,000. Maybe one has or something. But for the most part, for the first few days, they stay under 1,000 now. So before they were hitting 1,000 within an hour of a stream ending. So I don't think he's going to be covering it for that much longer because he's going to run it. He's going to run that train right until it's completely out of steam, and then he's going to move on to another one.
Called out. They just, oops, let's use a different alt and still do the same stuff. What did they do to blank screen? Hold on, let me go back up here. Oh, blank screen. I'm glad that you got both of them off your channel. She's here for the victims, right? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. None of them go away. And that's the thing. When she tells you that these people are like busy or stuff, yes, people have stuff going on in their real lives. But I've been saying it all along. She didn't go away. And we've been showing you guys, she didn't go away. Listen to Molly's own words. Again, they've done this rotation thing with advocates. So Goose was supposedly the one that was closest with Letitia and advocating on her behalf and explaining to everybody publicly how Letitia had given all of this, you know, all these refunds, over $4,000 in refunds. That's not including.
Exactly. How do you know if she's giving refunds or not? How have you seen inside of her Cash App or the GoFundMe, her bank account, whatever? Have you seen her fucking financials? So who are you to say that she's not given out any of these refunds? I mean, it hasn't. You've yet to even establish it without a fact or without a doubt for a fact that all these people actually did donate to Letitia, to the correct Letitia. Even you've yet to even establish that on your end. So why the fuck should anybody be looking for proof of anything after that when you've yet to establish that first fact?
The one that they claim Katie got from GoFundMe, because again, we talk about the facts, and the facts are the GoFundMe one has nothing to do with what we talk about. We're talking about the ones that were sent on Cash App, the refunds that were requested through that. Nothing. There's been not a refund given. So how are,
again, why would she give refunds without there being proof, definitive proof that these donations were made to these people? Now, sure, she can see it from her account maybe, but you want to sit there and make these claims to the public, to everyone watching. You want to claim that she has not given out these refunds. Well, how's the public supposed to know you're telling the truth, that these people actually did donate or donated the amount you're claiming or donated to the correct Letitia account? I mean, I don't know. It seems like someone who's demanding other people show all these receipts and all this proof, you think you would start by doing it yourself.
how are we still claiming that Molly is being harassed, bothered, bullied, whatever you want to call it, depending on the day, they all get a different term, when she claims that she showed all of the receipts, all of the proof is out there, and there's nothing? And Goose, you put yourself in this. You came on numerous times on numerous channels, gave this long ass story about, oh, it's all there, and I've helped her figure it out. She wasn't given refunds. She was actually granting these requests, and, you know, so on and so forth. No, that's not what's happened. If it's happened, why aren't you showing the proof? Anybody? Nope. Doesn't make sense to me.
You first.
Linda Lou, it seems like that. I just don't understand it. I don't understand why people are continuing to believe this nonsense that continues to happen. And she says they've never showed a lick of proof. We've showed so much proof.
What proof?
So much. Again,
fuck, my head wants to explode when I hear that. What fucking proof? You've shown nothing. The last time I think I seen nonsense show anything that could be called a receipt was when she was posting screenshots of DMs with Katie, and those weren't even her receipts. Those were other people's receipts that she was sharing, resharing, whatever. What proof has she shown? Like, serious? What? I don't fucking know.
People are like, keep YouTube and Facebook separate. There's no possible way. It's not possible. You can't post the same type of receipts on YouTube that you can on Facebook. You can't. So the stuff is on Facebook. And again, all of these posts are out there. Most of them are in videos too. But we've gone through so much. And yes, there's receipts, their own words, their own statements. That is so much. And Facebook and on YouTube there's no possible way. She says they've never showed a lick of proof. We've showed so much proof. So much. Again, I know people are like, keep YouTube and Facebook separate. There's no possible way. It's not possible. You can't post the same type of receipts on YouTube that you can on Facebook.
Why can't you? What does that even mean? Why the fuck can't you? Sure you can. Sure, you fucking can. Especially someone like Nonsense can, because if you're worried, what are you worried about? What, losing monetization on a fucking video, or possibly having your channel taken away? Well, she's not doing this for the money or anything, anyways, right? She's doing this just to get the facts out there. So what the fuck does she care? Why does she care? If she lost her channel, she could just start another one that put the facts out there just fine. And I'm sure that she would have spread the word quite well, and a lot of the same subscribers she's had would subscribe to the new channel. And the facts would be out there, right? Why the fuck can't you share them on YouTube? You can. You fucking can. And if for some reason there's something I'm not thinking of, and there's something you can't share on YouTube that you can share on Facebook, well, you can share a fucking link, can't you?
Facebook. There's just, you can't. So the stuff is on Facebook. And again, all of these posts are out there. Most of them are in videos too. But we've gone through so much. And yes, there's receipts, their own words, their own statements. That is receipts. What they have told us. Supposedly there's one attorney, there's two attorneys, there's been one trip, there's been two trips. It's all there. Unlike Molly. But still, we have all these big questions lingering out here. Give me a second, just to...
Oh, okay. So chronically be Queen Bee. We are talking. Let me.
Sorry, kids.
This is Nonsense. The stream we're watching is from the channel called Nonsense, and this is about still this chick is going on about the Marvon McRae situation with the donations, the dono gals, and whatever fucking, I don't know what other nicknames you want to call it, but that's what we're talking about. And right now, as usual, Nonsense is going on and on about how Molly has not shown the receipts or proof or anything, and all I've done is put out fucking receipts and proofs. But you can't post the same shit on YouTube that you post on Facebook, so I haven't put them on YouTube, and I don't know how to fucking share a link, so go find them for yourself. Like, that's where we're at. Shrooms might be kicking in a little. Maybe. All right, what am I doing?
All right, kids are home. They never show proof. If they had proof, they would push that out there nonstop. I would think so. Goose herself said that they were going to put out proof of all the refunds given, all the requests paid in error by Letitia, all of their harassment.
Oh, no, you didn't
that was over
interrupt.
2 months ago and nothing. Exactly. That is exactly why.
Seriously, no one, if you ask a question in chat and I stop the stream and I answer, you're not interrupting. You're not. You are providing me an opportunity to provide backstory for everyone else in the chat, when I probably should have done that to begin with. So you're not interrupting. You're helping me give a better stream. So, but thank you.
Why we're still asking, like, where's the receipts? Where are they? Because Goose isn't in hiding anymore. We know that. We've known that. So there's no reason why she can't be providing receipts on all of this shit. It should be put out there. They claim they have it, then post it. Same old shit. Where's the fucking receipts? That's it. That's my only question. We know all the, like, yes, there's missing pieces and stuff like that, of course, and there's all these other distractions and things that go on. But the focus here is, where did the money all go that was raised for the Justice for Vaughn Fund? Where did it go? And why is it that hard to be able to straightforward about it? Why is it that hard? Curious? No, I don't think so. I think she just had her switch alts to take some heat off for a minute. Goose doesn't seem to be really good under fire. She doesn't like confrontation, and she kind of goes into the hyperventilating. That's my best Goose impression, but that's what she sounds like.
Someone who claims to, I don't know, have had experience with suffering from panic or anxiety, I don't think would say that and mock that so much, like as she is right there. That's fucking horrible. Like, it's, I don't know if what she's saying is true, but for argument's sake, let's assume that what she's saying is true, and that Goose she avoids confrontation. She gets all panicky or whatever and goes fucking nuts, like whatever sound it is she was just fucking doing there. It sounds, I don't know, maybe her mating call or so. I don't fucking know. All right, now I'm getting petty, but let's just assume that that's true about Goose. why the fuck are you mocking that, right? Why are you doing that? Especially when you claim, I've heard you say it in your stream before, that you have had or you do have experience with anxiety and such. Why the fuck would you then mock this in someone else?
Like when she gets upset. So she's kind of a liability, I would say, for Molly, because you just don't know what's going to come out in those times. So I think it was better for her to like take a back seat, because I started putting heat on Goose. You know who we haven't put enough heat on though is Spanky. Spanky. Oh, Spanky. I keep saying that me and you are going to become friends.
Oh, it's so cute that you think that you're heat. It's so cute.
And the thing is he'll strike me. Good, great, wonderful. I don't care. That's what she sounds like. I'm sorry, Cole. That's exactly what she sounds like to me. I got, ugh. And I don't have, again, this is not a personal thing for me. I don't know these people. These are strangers on the internet. I have a freaking issue with, it's not personal. This is about,
Oh, it sounds fucking personal as hell.
It's about the creators. It's about the bullshit that the creators have spread. No one to hear all their investigations that are only listed. Could be two, but they've had so much opportunity, and they continue to say that there's no investigation, that there was nothing, they did nothing wrong. Nothing was done wrong. Oh my gosh, Nadia, do it, please. Okay, let me see if this loaded to YouTube, and then we're not going to get through the whole thing because it's fucking long, but we'll get through some of it. Did it load?
I think I start thank clip channel. Never seen one yet, but man, sitting through those videos would be rough shit. Who's she talking about, Spanky? Is that Justin or whatever?
Load? Oh, it's still loading.
What? I don't.
Okay, it's a really. These are really long.
Would that be a really like entertaining clip channel if someone were to start one? I don't see that. Like Molly, okay, if you had a Molly clip channel, yeah, I can see that. Like people are gonna watch it, like wow, you know, you're gonna see some shit. I'm not sure you'd really see much shit on a Justin clip channel. It's not a shot. It's just, you know, they're two different personalities. That's all.
A few minutes, talk a few more minutes while it finishes loading to YouTube.
That's
I'm going to pull it. I posted it in my YouTube, like the clip. I put it in my YouTube, and then I'll just pull it from mine. He does need more exposure. Yeah, he does. I agree.
Ooh.
I agree. Anything here interesting she said in the last 24 hours? Because there's been a lot. The Marvon thing was put out on purpose. They knew it wasn't real, and jaundice. And the other thing is, to me, is again, Makeup Mobster. I wish Kool-Aid was still up, because I would go take that clip from them, and I don't want to steal it from Makeup
Jaundice.
Mobster. I'm sure she
okay,
was here, actually.
that's nice.
Did you get to see any of them videos? Which ones, Welsh? I'm not really sure which ones you're asking about. I really, y'all, I really limit. I try to screen record what I have to, and otherwise I try to, and then I do my thing here, and otherwise I watch cake decorating videos a lot. I watch tiny house videos a lot. I really like tiny house videos, so probably not.
Oh shit, we got something in common. I just recently got into those tiny house videos. They're so cute. They're so cool. Like, I can't believe how much shit you could fit in like it's tiny little space. Like, I look at my house. My house is not a big house at all, but I don't know. I feel like they got more shit than I do.
Honestly, you have a great session. As I can, and I'm letting her. I got sure. Really? Okay. Maybe I'll message her. She's never on the same plate I am in the mornings. She's hard to get.
Exactly. Okay. Damn. Just like take the words right out of my mouth. Kia says, who does this cretin think she is? Why does she think she deserves any of his answers? Show your dang face and use your real voice if you expect anyone to take you seriously. And oh God, that's what I'm going to say. I mean, everyone, sure, you have a right to protect your privacy or what, all you want. Sure. But if you're going to put yourself on public display on a YouTube channel and point the finger at other people publicly, people who are going by their real fucking names and shit, and you're gonna put all the fucking focus and shit on them and all these accusations on them, well then I'm of the belief that you kind of lost a lot of your right to keeping things private, like your name, your address, and shit. You always have that right to keep this shit private. I don't care, sure. But your name, your fucking name, the credibility of who you are as a person is tied to your name. So if you're going to say these things, if you're going to try and destroy the credibility of strangers on fucking YouTube, well then I think you should have your credibility exposed as well. I think it's only right. And I just paused or played the round one. Okay, here we go.
I'll ask her. Maybe I'll ask her, and then if she doesn't get back to me right away, I'll just play it. And then supposed to back up now Kool-Aid. Is there a backup for Kool-Aid? I don't think.
Yeah. We've been sitting here waiting for her to fucking play something, right? I mean, what the hell?
The links you. Okay, give me a second, y'all. You know how I am with this technology crap. Guess who's at the top of my search list? Makeup lobster. Of course.
Oh my,
okay, is it?
It's little shit like that throughout all of her streams. It tells me that this channel is not about getting the truth out. The channel, it's all about her.
This one, I think. Pause. Hold on just a second. It's her 4-hour one, right? Anybody know?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, here it is. I got it. Okay. I'll put MM's information in the chat. All that matters. I don't care who.
A minute later, she still hasn't played it.
Okay, let's do this. So this is, again, content from Makeup Mobster. If you're not subbed up, which 99% of you are, please go over there and give her some love. And we're just going to play this part because this is where Molly claims that she's got receipts.
Oh, okay.
Oh gosh, let the rumor. I know, Nadia. I know. I don't care. I can like some. Can I not like somebody? I mean, now everybody loves her. I don't know anybody that doesn't love her. Well, there's a few, but it is what it is, right? Hold on. Let me go back here. Here. I'm going to fast forward into her stream where she just starts talking about this. I got to mute.
Is this what it's like watching me when I'm trying to play something? Am I this annoying? Is it this annoying when you're sitting there waiting for me to do something? Do I fucking drag it out this long? I think I might.
Me.
What happened?
I was sitting here talking to myself. I said, see, you guys all like her too. I'm not alone in my little girl crush. And then I was like, well, all of us can have a crush. It's okay.
See, it's about her. This is, oh my God. Navy text over here in the chat. I also enjoy makeup. I forget makeup, whatever it is. Makeup mobster. Sure he does. What the fuck?
The same fucking time. You know, and that shit I don't agree with, dude. It's fucking YouTube. You people need to fucking learn how to handle your emotions. If you need to go on real life on people like that, then you really need to fucking log off because it's the fucking internet. Why are you taking this shit so seriously that you feel the need to ruin people's fucking actual lives over it? Get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Or to try to ruin people's lives. I'm just gonna fast forward to the part where she comes up. Watch Diane put this shit on private. Whatever. It is what it is. I don't need to stream this. I just feel like let's take a listen.
Let everybody know that
Hold on.
how are you?
I just gotta go back.
I'm wearing my sweater.
So just so we're clear, she's playing a stream that happened 2 nights ago, if I'm correct.
I'm streaming a stream. That's streaming a stream. That's streaming a stream. Fuck.
Somebody in the comments can correct me. I think it was 2 nights ago. Originally, the live was done on, it looks like it says Diane's channel. I don't know these people. I knew of her because she popped in my comments and left a comment. And I was like, I wonder who that is. And then that's how I learned about her. Otherwise, I have no clue who she is. But there's a lot of history here. But pay attention to what Molly says about the Marvon story. That's my
Why is that
focus.
blurry?
I don't care about anything else. But her
Why is it so blurry?
intent of doing this whole thing and then putting misinformation out there about the Marvon story is what has me just because she's going on other platforms and doing this.
Oh, my internet's being a dick again. So Jill was muttering some weird stuff on her.
What did she send you a picture of?
Yeah, she was Soldier. There's something she wants from Diane, and I'm not really sure what it is, but MGL seems to be under the impression, like, I don't know, maybe she doesn't pay that much attention to this community, but like she seems to think that like Diane still has the same like pull and power, I guess, in the community as she did back then, you know, and the ability to do what she used to do, but I don't think she does anymore. And I don't think she realizes that. But there's something that she wanted from Diane. There's a motive behind this because, you know, again, if she was really sorry, she would have contacted Diane a long motherfucking time ago. A long time ago.
Me. Okay. Oh, there she is. Okay. Oh, well, guys, I'm sorry. I forgot that we both can do this. All right.
Like, I cannot believe like she pulled Randy up there. I would have been like, listen, I'll do this by myself. What did she even need Randy up there for? You know? And this is coming from me. So I don't, you know, I hope this don't cause any problems between Randy or for Randy. I'm talking from my perspective, dude. Like, I just can't even believe she pulled Randy up there.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, cam up, Diane. I'm just kidding.
Well,
Hi, Ramsey. How are you?
what do you mean came up? I'm wearing my sweater.
All right, this is just fucking cringe as fuck. Just in and of itself, this like weird fucking jokey small talk.
Hello, Ramsey. How are you?
I'm okay.
Ramsey? I just wanted to
I gotta hold my nose and make everybody think that I'm sick.
let everybody.
By the way, I don't know how Makeup Monster does these voices, but she nails her voice every time. She does one of the best impressions of MGL voice-wise, but it puts me out. She's got some really funny ones on her page. Actually, if you haven't looked and you need something funny to watch, please go watch some of her content because some of them are they're lighthearted and they're funny too. They're not evil, vindictive. Like, I mean, she has a reason to feel all that too, but most of them are just hysterical. Again, what they're talking about here is not what we're going to be talking about. There's pieces of this that we're going to continue. So we got to see through all the other to get to where I'm headed. I know it's a little.
To answer the question there up on the screen by Teresa, has anyone ever found out if Marvon is still alive? Not to my knowledge. I haven't heard anything, and I really don't think anyone has learned anything definitively one way or the other. I am still of the belief that it's possible that he's not, like that news article that was not a news article. Sure, that was all fake and everything. I still question why it is so, though, that article was put out in the manner in which it was put out. Anyone could have done it, sure. I kind of wonder if the whole reason for it wasn't so much to fuck with the people who are in disagreement with them or to fuck with Molly or whatever. I kind of wonder if it was to put news of a passing out there without having to put news of a passing out there. I could be wrong. I don't know. But just judging by his health condition, what had happened to him, you know, and what his prognosis was, that alone leads me to believe that there's a good chance he may not still be with us. I don't know, though. I really don't fucking know one way or the other. I just think it's possible he is. It's possible he isn't. But nothing's been confirmed one way or the other, or even just anything. The only people who can confirm anything are either under HIPAA guidelines and they can't talk, or it's Dre. So.
Ice Queen, what? She thought Diane knew who I was? I don't even know who Diane. Oh my goodness. That's interesting.
You know that I actually reached out and spoke with Diane a couple months ago.
Okay, so a couple of months ago, you decided for whatever reason that you were sorry to Diane. Why all of a sudden now are we doing this?
I don't know what any of this shit's about.
About 2 months ago, and apologized to Diane. So this isn't something that happened 2 days ago.
And what exactly was it 2 months ago? Okay, because it doesn't really matter, right? The St. Jude shit happened like a year ago or more. What all of a sudden hit you 2 months ago and made you think all of a sudden that you're sorry? It's very odd.
This being called out on us knowing that there was a lot of BS going on. This is what made her uncomfortable a couple of months ago. I almost bet. And I'm not taking credit.
Boy, no, I'm not taking credit.
For all of it because I have not been alone in.
I feel like she kind of fucking got me off there. Boy, Nonsense really sure thinks that she's much more effective than she likely is.
Like going after the facts and the proof here in Marvan's story, but we have been hell-bent and focused on the facts of where did all of this money go, because there was thousands of dollars raised and not a single thing that was claimed to have been done, even though they say they showed receipts, has been. But let's let them continue. But this, in my opinion, is what made her nervous a couple months ago.
And I do want to say that I was absolutely floored when I listened to when I listened to Randy's live from maybe 2 or 3 days ago.
Does anybody believe that she actually listened to Randy's live? But not only that she was floored, that all this real life shit, this is her way to disconnect herself, right? Because, you know, people look at her as a real lifer. She's using Diana and Randy right now, okay, to make herself look like she's not a real life going piece of shit. Like, you know, totally using them right now. But she was so floored to know. Dude, let me tell you something. I know how Tiffany operates, and that girl texts nonstop all day. They're on the phone. I guarantee with these two, and from what I understand about MGL, she's the same way, you know, with her YouTube friends, that they're on the phone 24 hours a day, fucking up all night on the phone.
Just so you guys are all aware, like, that's not me. I am up all night peeing up and down. I don't talk to people on the phone.
See, this channel's not about getting the fact. This is all about nonsense. Nonsense wanted a place to talk about nonsense.
On YouTube. I talked to 2 people from YouTube.
Nobody cares. I mean,
on average, most of the time, but we talk about.
See, why does she think people care who she talks to? Like, I don't know, me personally, I don't care if she is up all night talking to people on the phone, or if she's fucking sleeping, or if she's out going pee every fucking hour. Why does that matter? Why? Who can? All right.
About a lot of dumb shit like nursery rhymes. I don't maneuver like that.
That's right. This was started this. She was talking about how, Molly and they're up all night texting each other, and now she's going on talking about how, or no, the other chick was saying how they were up all night texting or whatever. Now Nonsense is saying, no, that's not me. I'm not up all night texting. I'm not. Who cares?
Like that. So it's kind of weird to me. Again, like, that's not kind of what we do, just to kind of let everybody know, like, that's not what we're doing over here. Like, we just really want the fucking facts. That's it.
Talking about YouTube nonstop. And she's sitting here acting like she's surprised. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
And I got to hear her recant her experience of what had happened over a year ago regarding the whole St. Jude Tiffany.
I don't know what they're talking about.
That I very much was a part of. And I'm not going to deny that I was a part of, but I'm not.
You can't deny that you were a part of it. You absolutely can't deny that you were a part of it. So you'd be very stupid to deny it.
Okay. But she's not denying it.
But that's the thing, is she's acting like it's past tense, which their situation is past tense. It happened in the past. But Molly is still a part of
I gotta hear that again. Let's hear that again. Fucking idiot.
Doing the same tense, which
you absolutely can't deny that you were a part of it. So you'd be very stupid to deny it.
But that's the thing, is she's acting like it's past tense, which their situation is past tense. It happened in the past.
She's acting like it's past tense. Well, which their situation was past tense. It happened in the past. Wow.
But Molly is still a part of doing the same thing. Again, we have the clips showing that she was excited and paid somebody for wrong information about me. Not only me, but it's been many people that this has happened. It's not a stopped thing. And
you accused her of crimes. You did. You accused her of lying, scamming, and defrauding people. You supported and reported on people allegedly filing reports, including her in these reports of, I don't know, theft through deception or whatever it is, fraud. I mean, sure, I don't recall her to put out your address or anything like that. There's no excuse for that. Absolutely wrong. But if she tried to put out your name, yeah, I fucking think I support that. I'm just gonna say I fucking fully support that, especially after all the fucking shit you hurled at her. For you to then sit there and act all fucking upset and self-righteous because your name might have gotten out, or alleged, or the incorrect name of yours got out. It's just, come on. You're not entitled to that. You're not.
She did it in her live yesterday. Somebody said something that she doesn't like. Somebody's against what they're doing. And what does she do? She puts her real name out there, talks about where she lives, her height. I don't even know if they went into her weight or not. And then she sends the information that she has on her phone about a random stranger who has a difference of opinion with her on the internet to one of the other people. This isn't a past behavior, Molly. This is something you're currently doing in the Marvon story because of the pressure and the heat.
Well,
and that's where I have a problem with this.
So Nonsense is all pissed off, not because Molly put it out there publicly, but because Molly obtained alleged info, or whether it doesn't matter if it's correct or not. We'll just go with the assumption it's correct. So because Molly obtained information on someone, she then sent it in a private message. I'm assuming that's what she means. Sent it to someone else. Like, that's what you're fucking, is that really what she's all upset about here?
Here to find any excuse for my behavior or be forgiven for my behavior. One lesson that I definitely learned was something that I had to learn on my own in the past several months, is that I tried to help a family.
This is about her. This is about her. She's like, I think she's also using Diane because she's sick of being called a scammer by this community, right? So if she stops, if she thinks in her head that if she gets Diane on board, you know, and Diane doesn't think she's a scammer, then everybody else is going to follow suit. Because again, she doesn't realize that Diane doesn't really have the influence that she used to have.
And this is
No, I'm fully supportive of any channel calling anything out, whether it is what this is or not. I'm just going to say that that very well could be what's going on here. And it's kind of a smart PR move, if you ask me. However, I fully support someone seeing that and calling it out, because I think that's what people should do when they see shit like that, or see shit that deserves calling out. Whatever. Go for it.
This is like not against anybody at all, y'all. Not Makeup Monster, not Diane's channel. I'm reading Randy, any of them. But if that's what MGL's trying to do, like rally her troops to get some sort of influence over those of us that are asking for proof and facts from their side, that's not going to happen.
Where the fuck did you get that from that? Did I miss something? I got it. What?
I have those of us, but MGL's channel, buddy,
Influence that she used. And gets Diane on board, you know, and if she's sick of being called a scammer by this community, right? So if she stops, if she thinks in her head that if she gets Diane on board, you know, and Diane doesn't think she's a scammer, then everybody else is going to follow suit. Because again, she doesn't realize that Diane doesn't really have the influence that she used to have.
And this is not against anybody at all, y'all. Not Makeup Monster, not Diane's channel. I'm reading Randy, any of them. But if that's what MGL's trying to do, like rally her troops to get some sort of influence over those of us that are asking for proof and facts from their side, that's not going to happen. I have no, there's no affiliation here. There's no like godmother that's going to come swoop down and hit me with their wand and say, today you're going to be nice and not ask questions about where all this money went, because you know as well as I do that you're never going to get answers. And because so-and-so says that you need to leave Molly alone. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. And even if somebody came to me and was like, look, she's really a changed person, I would tell them I wouldn't respond. Like, I don't know. I think that that's what MGL is trying to do.
Shut up. Okay. Now I totally forgot what I was going to say because the fucking pinwheel had to go on forever.
In a way, and if so-and-so says that question, like godmother that's going to come swoop down and hit me with their wand and say, today you're going to be nice and not ask questions about where all this money went, because you know is going to have those of us that are asking for proof and facts from their side.
Where did what? No, you see, what I took away from what Makeup Mobster was saying was that Molly was hoping to win the favor of this one channel, thinking that if she did, well, then that favor was going to extend to that channel's viewers or supporters, which would then help Molly's case or whatever. That's what I took away that Makeup Mobster was saying. Not that Molly was rounding or readying all the troops or whatever to manipulate everyone else into whatever disbelief or whatever, the people who are out there trying to get facts and evidence or some shit like that. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, oh my God. Like, first of all, ain't none of that about you. Let's get that out of the way right now.
Their side, that's not going to happen. That's going to come swoop down. That's not really a changed person. I would tell them to, I wouldn't respond. Like, I don't know. I think that that's what MGL.
She just doesn't get it.
Okay.
And was also called a scam artist and was demanded to show receipts.
And you didn't show any of them.
And it brought me back to over a year ago where Adrian, my husband, would say,
Fucking where is Walter? Has got to be brought in. What the hell? What? Of course, back to Walter. And she was demanded. They should have been transparent. It was a fundraiser. Their words, not ours. She was behind this fundraiser. She gave these big stories about how, you know, she had all these questions. She was going to verify all this information. She doesn't like GoFundMe. That's the issue. Is why they did all the other payment apps is because Molly doesn't like GoFundMe. Molly, unlike you like to tell the story, the Cash App was already posted. Letitia posted that herself. That was already out there and going. So when Molly got involved in the story, she just pushed those same payment apps just on a huge scale with no questions asked. Even though she started out with, I've got to verify all this information. You know, my Patreons, my followers are important to me. And we've gone through this before. So I need to verify this information. You can go back and watch her first streams.
Yeah.
She says these things. And then
Okay.
within moments, she flips and she's like, hell bent, let's raise all this money. But no transparency has ever been given.
What needed to be verified? That Marvin was in a coma, that Letitia was Marvin's mother, whether you view it as birth giver, egg donor, or mother, bottom line is it's all the same. What more verification? What more did you need verified? You know, like I think Dre verified it herself that she was not on good terms with Marvin's family and was not very supportive of them seeing Marvin. That was verified, I believe. What else needed to be verified? Oh, that's what you think it needs to be verified. What you guys, what you want to see happen. You putting these restraints, these. That's what I'm looking for. Restraints, these restrictions on how the money's spent. This is all coming from you guys. You wanted this. Nobody over there was promising this at all from the beginning. Sure, they said that money was being raised and would be spent on a lawyer, but they didn't. That's the extent of anything. So, what did she need to verify? I don't understand that.
Given there has been zero transparency, zero receipts shown.
About Diane. Diane doesn't have to show receipts.
I find that really interesting that she says that her husband, right, who she always, hey, Stephanie, Diane, hey, Camo Queenie, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I sing like a horrible troll, but happy birthday to you. That's all you get. Happy birthday, Shopaholic. I hope you have a great day. And I'll
Happy belated birthday, Shopaholic.
never sing again. Happy birthday to anybody. You're welcome.
Diane, that she always, hi, Allison. Sorry, guys, I didn't get to say hi to everybody, but what do you call it? Diane, that she, well, I totally just lost my train of thought. His attitude, condescending, teaming up with hypocrites and liars. She keeps kicking around and talks like she's not a narcissist. Who are you talking about? The grandkids. Huh? No, she didn't come from Savannah, Georgia. She was in Key West or some shit. Fuck, I just totally lost my train of thought again. Sorry. God, I don't know what's up in my brain.
About Diane. Diane doesn't have to show receipts.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Okay, her husband, right? Who she always uses for credibility, right? She always uses, like, she makes it like she respects his opinion so highly. You know, if he was telling her that Diane didn't need to show receipts, why didn't she listen to him at that time? You know, no, she was up there demanding that Diane show receipts. So this is all bullshit.
Diane doesn't have to show receipts. It's just going to make it worse. Well, this time around, when me and Justin, which
hold
is
on,
a
let me
fraud,
address this
tried-
fucking idiot in the chat.
And I want to also too just point out here, like, I don't know what this is about, so take this with a grain of salt, or just take it easy on me if I'm way out of line here. But I think we all pretty much will will end up with new takeaways from any kind of generalized situation once we have had any kind of personalized experience with the issues. So I think that maybe Molly's experience with being accused of stealing or being a fraud raiser or whatever else, they may have given her a new outlook on something involving this Diane shit from a year prior, right? I mean, that's reasonable to think, right? I would think. And what's wrong with that?
It's funny because what I'm about to say, MM always just kind of says it, but again, she says so-and-so, Diane doesn't have to show receipts, because Molly has claimed all along she doesn't have to show us anything. She doesn't owe us anything. She doesn't owe anybody anything. So it's interesting how conveniently now even though it sounds to me, again, I wasn't around for any of this, don't know any of the players, anything of it, don't care. But it sounds to me like she tried to flip up the same thing she had done to Diane. They went hard at her. She, I'm assuming, didn't show receipts of something. They called her names, went at her real life. Molly was a part of that. But now Molly conveniently is saying basically, oh, you don't have to show anything. You know, you're not a scammer, because I've had it done to me now. I've had the same thing put on me. So I need the support and your troops to rally around me, because I'm doing the exact same thing. In my opinion, I don't know the situation with Diane, any of that stuff. I'm talking about Molly and her behavior, but it seems very convenient.
I'm so triggered all the time. Do I sound triggered to you? Really? Are you trying to trigger me by saying that I'm triggered? Because I'm not.
I could be wrong, but Makeup Mobster reminds me of an Italian mobster at times. Like she doesn't hardly get. I can see when people think it's like Nunya and her passion in her voice. I don't ever see her. You can tell when she's mad. Like she is very obvious, but I think it's crazy when people are like, "Are you triggered?" No, this is just how she sounds, and I love that about her when she gets going and she's like, "She's the mobster." Like that's what
I mean, I don't know Makeup Mobster. Maybe she does sound like that. I haven't heard her sound like that though. But this is besides the point. This is kind of telling me though that Nonsense probably was not raised or spent really any time in the states of New York or New Jersey. So
I when they call us the mob or the mafia, I always think of her. That's who Molly is. The reason why Molly's saying that, because Makeup Mobster. I love her too. I adore Makeup Mobster.
So when I speak on something, it's because I'm triggered. Like this has honestly nothing to fucking do with me, but I know nobody else is gonna call out the bullshit, so I figured I would. You know, because I got some free time right now. Science girl last night, one up in Michelle. Y'all are embarrassing. Y'all letting Penelope Lanes in. She's whacked. I have nothing to do with any of the Michelle shit, dude. Have you like not fucking heard me? I don't discuss Michelle here. You must have missed 10 minutes ago where I was saying to ghost Michelle. And I listen, Science girl's my friend, but you know, I don't have to support every single thing that she does.
What the fuck is this?
Michelle, I have you seen me in her chat? Because I can't sit there and listen to Michelle. I really can't. So
And right there, she's real AF. Right there. Like she doesn't entertain it either. And I appreciate that so much. So much, because the less visibility that person gets, the better. Like honestly, in my opinion. But let's continue.
I got no
To
interest
help
in
a
that one.
family.
So stop with the fucking y'all bullshit. I know that you're somebody who probably doesn't even use that word, but you're trying to like disguise yourself, make it sound like you're saying y'all.
In Savannah, Georgia,
I'm pretty sure I know who that person is.
with their son. This woman was being called a scam artist, and all of a sudden, I was donating a lot of money as well, and I was being called a scam artist.
Okay, and this is about Diane Howe. You know, I went up here to she comes up here to, you know, quote unquote apologize, right? And sympathize with Diane, but it becomes about her being called a scam artist. This is all a big, you know, ploy for her to try to get everybody to back off of her and stop calling her a scam artist. So she thinks if she gets Diane on board with it and Randy on board with it, that they're gonna like control everybody else's opinions. It's like really funny.
And money that I had saving in my own bank account for my son's car, people were saying that
You bought the car, so why are you acting like you gave money away for the car?
I had stolen this money from.
Let's be very clear for a moment here.
Wait, what?
Because there's a lot of things that I say or I've said, nonsense did. I've never once demanded that Molly show her bank statements, ever. I have never said that she bought the car with the fundraiser money. Let's be very clear that we know that Molly was just a person involved in this. Yes, she had a big hand in how this went. That's here nor there. It is what it is. But nobody over here, me, has ever demanded to see any of her bank statements. I don't need to see that. That's none of our business. I didn't need the attorney's information.
You've been asking to see that. You've been, well, maybe not bank statements per se, but you've been asking to see proof or whatever that the what is it, the super chats or whatever that you claim she received as to be given to Letitia. You're demanding to see proof of all of that, and you claim to have an amount or a figure that you should be seeing. Like, okay, maybe that involves bank records, maybe it doesn't, but you're just asking to see these financial records. How do you? I mean, it's kind of the same thing, fucking, isn't it?
That was none of my business, because I'd never would call that. Like, the things that are said, you know, that Molly claims she has been called or said, it needs to be.
And no, I don't believe you've asked to see proof of where the money came for her son's car or whatever, but you've also you skipped over that part. Anyways, you already jumped to the assumption of where that money came from. And for all I know, you're right. I mean, I'm not giving you shit for your assumption, but you already did that. So, I mean,
be a little bit more specific, because yes, people think all sorts of stuff, but as far as me, no, I have never said that.
Donations.
No. She's misunderstanding what people are saying. Okay, nobody's saying that she scammed money or stole money from donations. What they're saying is that she's a fucking tragedy pimp who uses these cases and discusses these cases and goes down to these people's houses so that she could get views and money. Okay, and that money that's being made off of the back of a fucking missing kid, a deceased kid, or other people's tragedies is what's being used to spend extravagantly, where you're flaunting it in everybody's faces, all the money that you spend, that you've made off of all this shit, all these people's tragedies. Hence the reason you're called a tragedy pimp. You know, nobody said you stole money. I don't think they said that. I think what the real accusation was that Marvan's family.
I mean, this, maybe there's some truth to what, I don't know. I don't think it's so much about money though. I mean, she really wasn't on her own channel much when she was in Georgia. I mean, that would have been the ideal time in which to do that. And when they were streaming, whether it be on Justin's channel or Bullhorn, whatever, the Betty chick, like, they were not careful to stay acceptable for AdSense revenue. They were fine with losing any ads. I just feel like if someone was in this for the money, they would have capitalized on that whole situation and their involvement in real life in Georgia. They could have made a lot more, I think, if that's what they were after. Now, I'm not saying that. I don't know what Molly gets out of this. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. I don't understand the whole going to Georgia thing myself. I'll be honest. I mean, it feels like a little bit too much like vigilante justice to me. So I don't understand it. It's not to say, and she has every right to do it, and I support her exercising her rights and her freedoms. Absolutely. You know, I just don't understand it. Whatever. So I don't know what exactly it is she got out of that or whatever. But I don't think it was money. I don't think she was looking to make bank on it, because if she were, she did a really shitty job at it then.
His family kind of took the money. That's really what people are saying, right? You raised the money for them, but they're the ones who took it and then didn't use it for what it was supposed to be used for, which was an attorney. That's the issue.
And taking it a step further than that also, because there's a question of where the money went, of the funds that were raised on behalf of Justice for Vaughn, the Justice for Vaughn Fund, which was what Letitia Bias originally started, who is the biological mother of Marvon McRae. If you're new to this story, there's a ton of information out there, but these are just the basic facts. They started the GoFundMe for a family friend started the GoFundMe for Letitia. Letitia then posted her Cash App on Facebook, on her private Facebook stuff. Then it was shared into the Exposing Dre McRae and Justice for Vaughn groups on Facebook. Then
So
July 6th, when Molly, Katie, Justin, I don't remember who else they brought in on that day, but those three got involved.
People showed enough interest in this starting on Reddit, and then it was spilled over to Facebook. It's so much interest to where it garnered, and rightfully so, a Facebook group surrounding the family. You don't think that people would have been asking, hey, I can't give money through GoFundMe for whatever reason. Do you have Cash App? Do you have Venmo? Whatever. You don't think she then would have made it easy for people to help with the situation and then created? I mean, you can think whatever you want about it, sure, but her making an account is very likely just because she was asked to, like more than once.
Got involved in the beginning and started pushing the Cash Apps, all this fundraising for not only Letitia Bias, but Marvon Sr., who is the biological father of Marvon, and his stepmom, Wynette. So they were sending money to multiple different places. There was no accounting done whatsoever. There was no goal originally, like, hey, we need to reach this amount by this time so we can do XYZ. We were told that Letitia Bias had over $14,000 by the 15th of July. We were told that July 12th that they were able to obtain legal counsel, obtain legal counsel, and that was going to be fine. Molly's own words, Molly and Justin were so excited, and Molly said, if she needs anything else, she'll contact us. They never stopped fundraising, even though they know there was enough funds back then. They continued on for months and months. Again, no transparency of how much money was being raised, what the goal for the money was, where it was going to, zero receipts shown anywhere of where all of this money went. Molly flashed a check for $18,000 from YouTube for 1 month while she was covering this story. 18 grand. We have seen Molly donate to the family numerous times. I think there was one post where Letitia thanked her for $1,000. But then it's continued from there. It's just been this revolving shitstorm of continued nonsense. It's nonsense. There has been zero transparency or accountability on any of them. And they've called it the Justice for Vaughn Fund. They've said there was one attorney, but there's two attorneys, and there's nothing. There is nothing still
that people have.
Which was absolutely absurd. And it brought me back to Diane. So here, my name's being plastered on the internet about being.
Yes, Stephanie Brown, hold on. Let me read your comment. She went up there to drag TM, try to hate bond. You are the same as TM or 10 times worse in jail. Are you going to donate to Quentin's funeral expenses? No, of course not. Of course not. And she is just as bad as Tiffany, you know? I mean, Tiffany's a tragedy pin too, but, you know.
I find it funny how nonsense is going on and on about how Molly was donating all this money to Letitia. But then she'll turn around and say, you received all these donations and shit for you to pass on, through supers to give to Letitia. How do we know? I want to see the receipts. We want to see the receipts that you actually did this. Well, maybe you already have seen the receipts. Maybe you've seen it happen. It's crazy. But yeah, I want to call attention to this real quick. Why is my stream so okay? Although I don't like Molly anymore, I don't think that the Marvon McRae case was a scam at all. I don't believe that for a second. I believe KJ caused all that shit like she always causes shit. Word. I have to agree. Be life. I have to agree. Yeah, exactly. So I agree with that too. But there's something else here I wanted to pull up. Where'd it go? What the hell? Oh, there it is. Okay. I don't understand this. Because I respect you, I will not try to discourage you to know what, in my opinion, you should already have find out. Maybe because KJ is such a major case surrounding you and your channel. Your potential should be no one. I don't understand what you're saying. Like, are you saying that are you saying that you think that because Katie is so much of a focus for my channel that I missed an opportunity to know or to learn something else? Is that what you're saying? I think that might be what you're saying. Oh, what happened here? Thank you so much for becoming a member, Michelle. Welcome. Hi. Yay. Question: has anyone ever seen the receipts that she claims to have already shown? For who? For Molly? Or I haven't seen any receipts, but I haven't gone looking for them either. But I have not seen any receipts that Molly says have been put out there, nor have I seen any receipts or proof of any of these people who donated. That's nonsense. Assures everyone that have donated and they have not received a refund. So I've yet to see receipts anywhere. I mean, the whole, for all I know, both sides could be full of shit. Nonsense. Okay. Yeah. Nope. I haven't seen anything. The only receipts I've ever seen nonsense show were basically screenshots of DMs, other people's DMs with Katie. Other people had shared them, and then she shared them. So, yep.
They're different types of tragedy pins, but they're both tragedy pins nonetheless. But yeah, this was a hate bonding moment for sure.
Scam artists,
I
we
got
have
beat her up a little
absolutely
bit.
zero proof, and it's that in my gut about what we.
So we've got zero proof of this being potentially a scam. Again, be very careful with what you say that I have called you, because
You have zero proof.
Anyhow, where's the zero proof? You mean all the posts on Facebook? You mean all your own words, the things that we've seen you do that are all over YouTube?
That are all your fucking opinion. They're all your fucking opinion. That's it. No proof. None. Congratulations.
But that's not proof. That's
No.
not evidence that this is not as it seems. Again, you made 18 grand.
Wait.
Just
That this is not as it seems, or that this is a fucking scam, because you're not saying the same thing there.
off of YouTube. I don't know what all that includes. In 1 month, did you give the family even 10% of what you made? And here's the thing: you're making money off of Marvon.
You just claimed to seeing her give fucking Letitia $1,000. What the fuck? If she made 18,000 and she gave Letitia $1,000, wouldn't that be like 18% or something, or 10%? 18%, I think. I don't know. Math is not my strong suit, so fuck me.
Marvon's name, an incapacitated human being who never could give consent for any of these funds to be raised by his biological family when he was adopted as a child. He never gave consent.
Oh my God. Yes, he was adopted from his mother to his grandmother or great grandmother. I think it was her grandmother. So from family to family. Yeah.
For any of this fundraiser bullshit. And they have continued to use this man's name. Not only that, this man has a wife and 3 children who have been drugged all over social media. Businesses destroyed. Every time they turn around, they're disparaging her in some way, shape, or form.
Yes. You know, I hate to say it, but I think nonsense has a point. I think that if you're going to go out on social media and you're going to do this for years and you're going to put your family on display in these live streams and these videos and these posts and everything, you have every fucking right to be able to continue doing that. Even after something like one of those family members who's on video with you all the time tries to unalive themselves, ends up in a coma. You should be allowed to keep going as you are going without any kind of explanation or answer any questions, or just even inform those who care about your family after watching you guys on video for years. Like, who's not going to care about the people they have invested so much time watching for years? Who have, I mean, she's right. She's right. I mean, Dre had every right to not answer any of these questions and to not have to hear any kind of criticism from people for not answering questions and for acting like nothing happened. I mean, businesses were ruined, y'all.
Shape or form. And anytime somebody would send money or support her and the kids, because that's who also was taking care of Marvon, they would throw an absolute fit. So they've raised thousands of dollars.
All right. I've never seen anyone throw a fit over that. However, I've never seen anyone actually try to give anything to Dre either. And why put in there's under give to Dre and the kids? The kids aren't on social media. So people would be giving because of Dre. Let's be honest. But regardless, I've never seen anyone try to give throughout this situation to Dre, nor have I seen anyone get their balls broken for it, because I didn't see it happen to begin with.
But not one single cent they can show has gone to the well-being of Marvon or those children. Not a single cent.
I'm curious, how is that fucking cent going to make it to Dre? Probably through a GoFundMe or a Cash App or a Venmo or whatever. So you think that maybe you would be more supportive of the donation and the avenues in which they're given rather than try to fucking cut yourself off before you start, maybe. If that makes sense. It makes sense in my head, but I realize that's just my head.
Think about that. Nothing. And there's no receipts showing any attorney's fees, anything of that nature. Not a single one.
We did to Diane. So that's what prompted me. And I'm going to repeat it months
I don't believe any of this. I don't believe she sat there and felt guilt over what she did to Diane. I'm not buying it. Not buying any of it.
ago when I talked to Diane, and I apologize.
And you know what? Even if she did, she's like the quintessential boy who cried wolf. It's very hard to believe anything that she says, you know?
Said person, just, you can stay because I think you need an education. I'm definitely not obsessed with Molly.
So I'm just looking at the chat here, and what is it? Is it Be Life? Says, Brilliant, do you really think Letitia did this as a scam? Brilliant came back and said that she doesn't really have a say either way. She did donate, so whatever. But I'm going to give my advice. I don't think that this was done as a scam at all. I think that Letitia wanted to see her son. That's what I think. The entire thing started for Letitia and the family was because they were pissed off that they didn't get so much as a phone call from Dre to know what was going on. They had to find out through social media, and they just wanted to see their loved one. That's it. I think just the momentum of things just picked up, and it just kind of took off, and like nobody had control of it then. And I think that people, when they don't know what to do, but they want to do something really bad, but they don't know what, or they can't do anything other than give money, they just give money. That's how they feel like they're helping. So I think that just started, and before you knew it, it was just going on. I don't think Letitia started talking about this in the hopes of getting donations, but I think that when she started getting donations, she started to probably see a means in which to get some answers, a means to see her son, maybe even just more than for a fucking weekend or something, you know, to spend some time there, to go back more than once. I think that that's what Letitia saw. But these people gave it to her, and then they tried to take it away. So.
Molly is my content right now because Molly keeps lying about an incapacitated human being, a tragedy, a tragic event that she has continued to lie on over and over and over again. Why am I still talking about it? Because she's still talking about it. If you can't open your ears and hear that this is Molly talking about.
Oh, I see a comment here. Said person, you're so obsessed with Molly. Why are you still talking about Marvon? Nothing else to speak about, I guess. Bravo. Be like you said person.
Marvon, there's probably no help for you. She talks about it daily. If you like her that much, then you know. So when Molly stops completely lying and continuing her charades, we will stop. Until then, you're welcome to stay, hang out. You need an education. Welcome to the shit show.
So that's where it stops. Yeah, and you really, didn't believe that I was a scammer. And Tiffany, when I asked you though,
listen to what Diane's saying here, because she wants everybody. She's like, yeah, and she's like basically putting out there because she wants everybody. They're both so selfish right now in this moment. You know, Diane wants to put out there and make everybody believe that she is not a scammer, and then Marissa also wants to make everybody believe that she's not a scammer. So like they're also bonding over that they're both accused of scammers. She's fucking crazy.
did this happen? Like, how did it begin? And you said because Tiffany wanted you to do it, and you had just become friends, like you were.
Wait. I want to read the chat here. Where's that comment? Okay. Said person, we are annoyed with her behavior. Said person, human pieces of shit like Molly need to be called out. When Molly stops losing about him, what? She has exploited many families. It needs to be stopped. Okay, well, even if you're right about the many families, we're not talking about the many families. We're talking about this family here. So how about we leave your personal shit with Molly outside of this situation for the sake of those involved in this situation? Maybe? I don't know. Just a suggestion. What else is there? Come on, Pinwheel, go away. And what's that? At the bottom there says the account Go Ask Alice says Go Navy. What the fuck? All Navy did was call Molly a piece of shit. You're cheering that on? Like, I take it now. It doesn't take much to impress you, maybe? I don't. It's fucking weird. Oh, shoot, what happened? Come on, pinwheel. Go away. All right, that's it. So okay.
Because you had I know it was falling out with maybe Tiffany and
Leona, yeah.
Leona, yeah, and Diane doesn't correct her. Her name's Leona. She's just like, yeah.
Nick Monster and Laura. Both?
No, actually, it was
No,
Leona
Laura.
being in my Patreon again.
I don't even remember this. I didn't even hear this part.
And then all of a sudden, Tiffany was live one night and said that this poor lady was, by the name of Patricia, I believe, let's go back a while, was the woman on my Patreon. We ended up calling her up. Turns out it was a homeless.
Wait a second. Whoa. I missed this whole fucking thing last night. I didn't even fucking hear this part last night. That is not how any of this fucking went down, dude. The Patreon thing happened. Wow. I just cannot even fucking believe this.
Lady. And
the lady was homeless, dude. Yo, do you want to know how I picked this lady's fucking name? Okay. And Tiffany, fucking lying sack of shit that she is, because she was texting back and forth with me. We might have even been on the fucking phone. I don't remember, but I know we were talking to one another. And she was like, you have to go back into her Patreon. Because like when the first time I was like, that's it. I'm fucking done. She's like, I want to see what she's saying about Kim. Because like that was while Tiffany was still,
She does do Molly pretty good. She does.
Fucking white knighting for Kim all over the place before she decided that Kim was evil.
Just so you know, we're just listening to this to get to the other pieces. I don't even know who Kim is or any of these people. I've never watched anything of Tiffany's. I've only heard them talk about it over there. Again, this is not a creator thing. This is about Molly and Molly's behavior and her continued spread of misinformation. That is our focus and what she is doing here by continuing to spread this misinformation and lie once again all over the place. Where's the receipts? Molly. But just so you guys know, there's a lot of names said in here and stuff. I don't even know who these people are. So we're trying to just get the facts of what we are looking.
I want to see the receipts that show proof that she's owed or entitled to see any receipts. That's what I want to see. What is it? Is it a law? Is it some sort of, I don't know, is something somewhere written or presented in any kind of manner that backs her up, that provides evidence as to why she is in fact entitled to see this shit? That's what I want to see.
We are looking. Oh, she passed away. Oh, that's sad.
Got paranoid about her. So I was on the phone, or either we were on the phone or we were texting each other. I don't remember exactly which, but we were talking, okay? While I was making the profile to go back in for the second time now. And I was thinking in my head, I remember thinking, why don't you spend a fucking $50 a month, Tiffany, this fucking money bag, to go back in there if you're so worried about what she has to say about your friend, why do I have to spend it? But whatever, I didn't care at the time. Didn't matter. And fucking, I literally went in her chat and just picked a fucking random name, dude, out of her chat. Like, obviously I wasn't gonna pick somebody like Cork or somebody who was like very, seen in her chat. I picked some random name from her chat and went in with that. I had no idea. I didn't know who the fuck this lady was. She didn't have a profile picture. She didn't fucking have anything. And then I went and picked a fucking random picture off of Facebook, and it happened to be somebody from YouTube, which is the craziest fucking thing ever. I had no idea that this person was on YouTube. They were in my suggested friends thing somehow, and I was like, oh, she's pretty, and I picked her picture. And I was like, I had no idea it ended up being somebody. Like, I feel bad about it because I had no idea that this person was even from fucking YouTube. But I don't know how they ended up on my recommended friends list either. I guess because maybe they're friends with like somebody else. Because I have a couple of friends here from YouTube.
Why would you do it like that
Laura
though?
or somebody at some point in time, and they
Okay.
on my recommended.
The name thing makes sense to me. I get that. Okay, because it does. It makes sense. But for a picture, you can make your own picture like through any fucking editing app for free. You can make yourself, I don't know, you can use a filter and then you can have it be older, younger. You can make your nose, the bridge of your nose bigger, wider, bigger lips, bigger teeth, a bigger smile or smaller or whatever, bigger eyes. You can do all kinds of shit like that's, and you've been able to do that for years. Like that's what I've done for God. Ever since like 2017, well, 2018 anyways, for sure. That's what I've done for my sock account pictures. Like when I was still like doing a lot of vaccine advocacy and shit on Facebook, like I made quite a few socks, and that's how I got every single profile picture. I don't get it.
Whatever that is, friends, suggested friends. And I happened to just pick their picture. It was like the first one that I saw. I was like, all right, I'll take this one. And I had no idea this woman was homeless. Everybody's homeless, right? Why is there?
Oh shit, that's
the woman's homeless. How would I know that? How did they get her phone number too, by the way, to call her?
This poor lady was, by the name of Patricia, I believe, let's go back a while, was the woman on my Patreon. We ended up calling her up. Turns out it was a homeless lady.
And now it's so
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not horrible. Welcome in. I'm stealing your content. I sent you a message, but I know you didn't see it, so I'm asking for forgiveness after the fact. I just want the part with Molly talking about, you know, what I'm looking for. You already know because I asked you about this the other day. And Kool-Aid channel was down, so I had to steal it from you. Sorry, I'm asking for forgiveness after, but your voice was terrible. Mine is just as cringe.
What was Makeup Mobster doing with this fake account that required someone to actually find the person behind the picture? I don't understand. You know, I don't need to know. I don't need to know. We're good.
Re-listening to it, but you're the reason why we are all a mob and a mafia. Yeah, because they try to think you're triggered all the time. Anyways, welcome in. I just saw you pop in and I was laughing.
Funny, like, why was Tiffany calling her? Tiffany knew exactly how I picked the woman's name, why I picked the woman's name. Like, I literally just plucked a name out of her tag, you know, because
Just so some of you all know too, that aren't like Facebook savvy, but people that are in your suggested friends, a lot of times, if you don't have a mutual friend, a lot of times it's because that person that's in your suggested friends has been snooping and trying to find information on you on Facebook. That does happen too. So just so you know, if you have random suggested friends that are like people from YouTube who you think are a troll, chances are they might be looking into you. That is here nor there though, because it does kind of algorithm that way. Just a tidbit of advice.
Really? I want to test
I was
that.
like, well, I gotta make it believable. So I'm gonna go in there. You know, I can't go in there obviously under my name, and I'm not gonna make a name up that's like, you know, nobody's ever seen before, because that'll look obvious. Because you gotta remember, at that time she only had like 10 Patreons, so I had to kind of look like somebody that was on YouTube.
And that's where it started. So me and Tiffany started to talk. When we
Whoa,
were
whoa,
talking,
all
Randy
right.
was brought up.
I gotta pause this.
She did not like Randy.
So they basically
I gotta pause this. I gotta know about this. Fucking John and Teresa, what are you people talking about in the chat here? I see something about brownies. Yeah, the brownie batter flavor. What do you? God damn it! What are you talking about? I've had them at amusement parks before. What the fuck are you talking about? Dippin' Dots. Oh, I love Dippin' Dots. They have brownie batter flavored Dippin' Dots. Get the fuck out of here. There's a vending machine. I don't know why it's a vending machine, right? This is like the only place around where you can get Dippin' Dots here. It's through a vending machine at the mall. But we have our very own Dippin' Dot ice cream, I don't know, shop, I guess you call it. It's not in Utica. It's about 20 minutes away, well, maybe closer to half an hour, because it's on the other side of Rome, New York. But yeah, our very own. I haven't been there yet, but I've driven by it quite a bit. They have all kinds of, oh fuck. I haven't had them in forever. I think the last time I had them was at an amusement park, I think Darien Lake. In like near Buffalo, New York. They come in a vending machine. Yeah, there's a vending machine at the mall, like right down the road here at the mall. I don't know how to explain it. It's a Dippin' Dot fucking vending machine. Mm-hmm. See, it's not even that Dippin' Dot ice cream tastes all that much better. I mean, it's great ice cream. It is. It's got to be the way the texture feels in your mouth or something. That's got to be the allure, because I don't know, because there is a fucking allure. I'll say that.
Basically what she's saying is that her and Tiffany hate bonded over me. It's exactly what I fucking so things validating. Oh, just kidding.
It's because clear that up.
Health
Here,
issue.
that she accused us of going into her life, which we
Wait, what? The health issue? Oh, Tiffany
Didn't do that because absolutely not. Actually, there's a picture of Tiffany on the internet with cords connected to her head. And that picture is up forever because she even denied it and made Ramsey look like a real life or a liar person from USA. She actually did have a GoFundMe set up that she was asking for money on GoFundMe to have a brain surgery. And she had to explain to me what TRE was.
I missed this entire fucking part last night. But
I didn't hear this part before, but I'm really confused because Molly sounds like this is a historical thing. Like she's doing this exact same thing right now in this story, and people that she's around, you've noticed how it's all like she started off with this close, tight-knit group that were helping her this, and then the pieces shuffle around her and into different places. And then when she loses certain people that have done, then she will go and try to align herself with other people. But at the entire time, Molly.
So, because I want to try and find a picture of the vending machine at the mall here, but there probably is one online, but it's going to take me a while to find it. But it came up under the search results. The question, does Dipping Dots have vending machines? And it says this since 1998, they've had vending machines. Dipping Dots introduced a branded vending machine in 1998, according to the company website. With the acquisition, we can further leverage our combined strength, whatever the fuck, okay. And they don't really go on to talk about it much. But yeah, apparently, yeah. I guess it's not just Singertown.
And going or attempting real life on people. The story. Let's be clear. Molly is not against or in real life. And if you think that she is, we need to chat, or you need to watch some videos, because she has been attempting to go real life on any of us that have talked about this story and asked for proof and the facts, answers the entire time. If you say something she doesn't like, it's real life. I don't understand it, but this is how adults function. Yeah, crazy these days.
I just want to throw in there that I am of the belief that releasing someone's real name when they are on a platform like Nonsense here and spouting the shit they're saying, and along with the accusations, all behind the nice comfortability of an anonymous name. Yeah, I am of the belief that your name does not count as doxing. Your name being put out there, it's more like fair game.
I just want to read something out.
Just the name, though.
Do you notice how MGL developed a brain tumor when she became friends with Tiffany? I just find that so odd. She all of a sudden developed a brain tumor when she became friends with Tiffany, who has an issue with her brain. Like, what's the chances? What's the chances? Little hypochondriac? Maybe.
And she had a girlfriend with me. She said she took the first trip of her life to, I believe, North Carolina, and decided not to have a brain surgery, and then took the rest of the money and took her boyfriend on vacation. That's where they were left.
Let me be clear, just so everybody knows too, if you're new to MM was never friends with Molly. I think MM is the only other ones that came into it like I have, and I think maybe that's why I can connect there, because I came in as an equal opportunity hater. And I didn't hate her, I still don't. I just don't like her behaviors, and I don't like all lies. But I think I came in calling her out. Again, I didn't even know Makeup Lobster was a creator, so when she would come in and talk, I was like, oh. But that's why I think I
want to read this comment. Quote, I'm accusing a grieving mother of a crime because I don't like Molly, unquote, is probably the baldest admission of crass indifference to humanity and truth I've ever heard. That is a damn good fucking comment. Very good. I like that. And yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With a lot that she's, because they have her friend in the first place came into out and has a really deep study of what has hurt people for years. Again, she said she'll tell us the whole story next time she's live. So make sure you sub up to MM. Her best. Thank you for dropping here. And is she's
The pictures taken of her feet.
No, you got this all wrong, honey. You got it all fucking wrong. But that's not, well, I don't know about the fucking, she did have a GoFundMe, I know that. And she did go on a trip with her boyfriend to go see a doctor. She says that she opted not to have the surgery. I don't know, dude. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe she wasn't, she might not have even qualified for the surgery. But I mean, to be quite honest with you, like, I don't think it's that big of a deal that she hung out with her boyfriend down there, like while she was down there. I mean, she was out of state. She had to stay overnight, whatever, dude. Who gives a shit? Not my business. Nobody's business. The fee, I'm sure it didn't happen. Not true, dude. That sure they
Comparison of her whatever girlfriend
like this have to do anything. This have to do anything.
with in the future. I had a friendship with her for about a year. I have to say that during that friendship, it was just a little couple of things.
Well, it's like I said when they first became friends. I believe I said this on my channel, and if you go back, you can see it. That their friendship's never going to last because it's built on hate. You know, her, Laura, and Tiffany, their entire friendships were built on hate. So, like, that's not going to last, dude. Because it's not.
that same exact thing. What they're talking about, hate bonding, is happening now. Hasn't stopped. Like, this is what she did in that situation. How she says, I was friends with so and so for this time. She has done that same exact thing throughout this Marvon story about all pieces that have left her side, you know, things like that. It's always a distraction. Like MM is saying, there's what anything to do with it. It doesn't, but she tries to do these things to muddy the water because she's sitting saying, I'm being called a scammer. I'm not, I feel, but I've done nothing to you. So now I'm going to say, you're not a scammer. And you don't.
Have you listened to fucking streams, lady? Like, clearly you don't listen. You're not a part of your own replay crew. Clearly. Because if you were, I don't see how you could walk away from that and not see you do the same fucking shit.
You don't need to show it because I'm not, that's pass. in my opinion. That's exactly what she's attempting to do here. And she's kind of muddy the water because most of the time it sends people going, who's that? Who's this? What happened here? What's that? And they forget about the focus of Molly. Where is the money? What was the money spent for? There has been way over $20,000 in my opinion. You guys said 20, so I'll just use that number. Months worth of money that you raised for Marvon, right? Justice for Vaughn Fund. You have been sent super chats, many of them with notes attached. I've got proof of it, saying, send this to Letitia, send this to so-and-so. We've seen you do it once when you did it live the other day and you were all upset. But where did all of those other ones go for 4 months? You, Justin, L. People were sending you money to forward on to the family. Did all of it get forwarded on? And how are we supposed to know? When you have a history of not being honest, how are we supposed to just trust your word that the money got where it's supposed to be? And then again, you say that the money went for legal fees. You said that there's a court.
Lady, you're so blinded by your hate for Molly that you don't even see the fucking contradictions in your own fucking words. Either Molly has not given any fucking money, any of the money she was given to give to Letitia, or she's giving Letitia all this fucking money, all these fucking donations. Like, you can't, your hate has you seeing these tunnels. Like, you see Molly giving money to Letitia and your tunnel vision says, oh, that's a bribe. Then your hate sees all these people giving Molly money to give to Letitia and you think, oh, she's going to fucking keep that. You can't let the tunnels go away so you can put them together and come to the natural conclusion that, oh, that's okay. That's it. There it is. Fucking come on.
Order. There is no court order. There is none that's ever been filed. Now, seems awfully funny to me that this is very coincidental that she ends up here apologizing to somebody she called a scammer.
Actually built on like what normal friendships are built on, right? Like things that you have.
No, it makes perfect sense because from the sounds of it, if I'm right here, let me know. But from the sounds of it, it sounds like Molly did the same shit to her that she's been having done to Molly, to her, as of late. And it seems like this kind of gave her a whole new point of view on things, made her realize some shit. That's a good thing, right? I mean, why are you trying to make her feel like shit for that?
Common, so that shit surely go. It was actually more and purely on hatred.
You know, kind of like, oh my God, she's
Way more than enough.
Wait, listen, okay, hold on a second. I think we're getting off track. So at the point that you realized that
Diane's like, back to me.
Brittany is the one that absolutely did use the word, because somebody told her to say this word and it's going to trigger her, and it was GoFundMe, and that's where it all started. So at what point, when you came together with her,
Again, nothing against anybody that they're talking about, but GoFundMe triggers somebody. I was confused on that. GoFundMe triggers Molly. GoFundMe triggers Molly because Molly claims that every time she's used GoFundMe, she's been scammed. Her own words. It's in many videos. That's why she claims she pushed the Cash App and all these other PayPals. Well, she also forgets to tell you that she was part of the reason why there were so many accidental accounts put out there, because in her little scroll bar, she would mistype or put the wrong information.
No,
this information.
no, that
was Molly
bullshit.
that had a hand in. And yes, of course, any fundraiser. There's
Screenshots of Okay. All right. Hi. Sorry, I don't know what happened. I could be because I was loading something. Could be because my internet sucked, but my internet looked like it stayed, so I don't know. I do want to wrap this up though. So I think we're going to take this aside. I just wanted to share something real quick. Because I don't know if you guys heard my rant there. I don't know if when I started freezing or whatever, when you lost me on video. But her claim that it was Molly's fault that there were all these different, or people were donating to all these different cash apps or whatever, because whenever she would post it, it would be like one letter off or some shit like that. Well, the account still has to exist, silly, right? So are you saying that Molly gave people the idea to make these fake accounts? Which doesn't matter what you're trying to say there, because I think you're fucking wrong. I took screenshots of these fake Cash App accounts that were posted in a group against Molly, mind you, okay? And let's see. We have... So... It just takes, fuck this. I don't have time for this shit. It's going to take too long. So, here's one. Let me see, make sure this is coming through at least. Okay, no. See, there's one. Here's another. Here's another. Now, clearly, this one existed because there was just a fucking letter off, right? I mean, come on. Oh, here's another one. Yep. And yeah, let's not forget too that the account still had to fucking be made. So it's not like people were donating. It's not like people pulled the incorrect name off of Molly's live stream and then put it into Cash App and the account didn't exist and somebody else, the account has to exist, first of all. And as you saw, all these accounts here exist with Letitia's picture, Fucking idiot. Anyway, what I want to know is why was she trying so fucking hard to rationalize or explain that away? Why? Why is she so worried about people thinking that there were these fake accounts out there because people are fucking assholes? Why does that have to be Molly's fault? Why is she so adamant on making that Molly's fault? That's what I want to know. Anyway. I'm looking at something real quick. Okay, I don't know what that's about, but okay. On that note, I'm going to wrap this up because it's late. It's 12:30. I want to go to bed. I want to watch some funny shit on TV and laugh my ass off. So, thank you everyone for being here. I can't see the chat right now. I have to look at it through StreamYard. Just want to scroll through first, I'm sure. Yeah, Dib and Dad took down my stream. Fucker. Although it is, if I was like nonsense, I could get paranoid and say, it's off suspicious that my stream went down just as I was bitching about nonsense, but it's much more likely my internet just sucks. So, oh, okay, something. All right, guys. So thanks for being here. I have to work tomorrow night, so probably not streaming tomorrow, and I have to work Tuesday night, maybe Tuesday. I don't know. But I'll be around. I want to get a video out too this week, so hopefully there's that. But thanks for being here, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with me. And there it is. Bye.